Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Zombie Month. This is day 4 now. So, if you were around to watch our last stream on Wednesday, Cameron and I were playing Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmares, and we said that our next Wednesday stream was going to be Resident Evil 5. And I thought to do a solo stream of Resident Evil 7's DLC, Ethan Must Die. This is the third time on stream that we've gone after the infamous Ethan Must Die mode. And I figured, since this is Zombie Month, why don't we tackle it again? And hopefully this will be the one. Hopefully this will be the one that Ethan finally lives through his nightmare. Because I am sick of trying to complete this. I've gotten fairly close, almost to the greenhouse where the fight with Marguerite is going to take place. I've almost gotten there. However, it still is not. It's still not enough. So we're back at it with newfound motivation. My stomach is full of delicious food. I had ribs earlier. I had chocolate cake earlier. I'm in a good mood. I got some of my favorite soda here, and also for a new set of good luck, I'm wearing my special Resident Evil 4 Leon jacket. So hopefully this, with everything adding up, today will be the day. Today will be the day. Oh, hold on 1 minute. Sorry about that, everyone. Just had an important phone call. It actually wasn't very important. I thought it was going to be important. I thought maybe it was someone offering me a job, but it was not. It was actually GameStop informing me of Days Gone pre-order that's going to be coming out. It sounds like they're doing a Thursday night release, so that's pretty cool. Days Gone is going to be one of the zombie games that Cameron and I stream. It's going to be the last one that we stream. And it'll be both of our first times playing it. Like, even though I'm gonna have to wait a week before I play it, and from when it comes out, I will wait patiently so that Cameron and I can both experience it firsthand. All right, so we're starting off strong. This first floor and the basement, I pretty much got in my muscle memory. So I can tackle it with no problem, and I know exactly what's going to come at me, where I should go, what I should do. I've got that pretty much down to a science. It's when we get to the second floor and when we first are introduced to the machine guns is when it starts going downhill. And also, again, as a side note, still streaming on DLive. It's one of the newer streaming platforms that Cameron and I tried to test out. And we tested it out last Wednesday, and it didn't do too bad. We had a few viewers, a couple followers, 4 followers already on our first stream. We had a few commenters on there, so that was pretty cool. So I'm sticking with the tradition, and I think we'll stay on there for our streams. So I got some, ooh, sweet, alright. So I got some strong chem fluid and some gunpowder. So right off the bat, we're going to make some advanced bullets, and we're going to hang on to those for as best as we can. We'll probably use those on the big guys, the big gauzers. feel like I should drop the burner. Well, oh, damn. Activated that trap. Didn't mean to do that. So now we have less. We don't have anything to fight this guy here, but we can still lead him out. Maybe. But I got no way to knock him down, so I'll have to guard him. Hopefully he doesn't do too much damage. Alright, we're okay. Alright. More chem fluid, sweet. And more gunpowder. Alright, add that to the bank. Big guy. Come on. Come on out. Alright, here he comes. He was smarter than me. Don't be deterred. Not gonna be deterred. Gotta keep going. Just keep going. I remember last time when I came down, I got to about this area with the trailer. Yeah, right here. There's a big fight in the yard. And then the bombs are already here. I can see. Now they look like, I don't see any wires, so they look like proximity mines. I'm willing to take a check. No, they're just not. They just don't have anything. Well, it was worth a shot. So those bombs there strictly are strictly just to scare me. Greedy Wario over on DLive has donated me 1 ice cream and 2 lemons. Thank you very much. Hey, what's up, man? Hello, Greedy Wario. What's up? We're just playing some Ethan Must Die. Played this mode over and over again, and I've still come up short. Have not beaten it yet. Do you have any strategies for me if you've played this before? I'd really appreciate them. Need everything I can get to beat this. This will be the night. It's just a 2-star and a 1-star, not worth it. Excuse me. Surprised I didn't die from that. Alright, hope there's some healing juice out here. I've played this before, and let me tell you. Oh, I'm ready for it, I know. I still can't be. I see we're on the same boat here. Shoddy. I don't know if you were around when I mentioned this before, but this first bottom level, like the first floor and the basement, I've done so many times and just done over and over again that I've got it down to a science. But it's once I hit the second floor, it's when everything goes to hell. I've done it so many times, and yet I still just can't get into the rhythm of what exactly to do. Like, I've started using the machine guns up top to my advantage. It's just still not enough. Gunpowder. Is that real? That's real. Strong first aid. Sweet. Make another one. Good. Actually, we'll use this one right now. Comes Creepy Crawly. Creepy Crawly's gone. Darn it. Alright. Didn't activate the trap this time. That's good. We can use it against this goop monster. Got some shoddy shells. Okay. comes. There's my totem at least. Hopefully we can get some. Well, we didn't really have much. If we can get back some of that, some of the advanced handgun ammo, that would be best for getting back. I don't want the flamer, and I kind of don't really want the machine gun. All right, what are you gonna give me? Damn it! Just taking up space, and I never use it. Anytime I do use it, it just ends up getting me killed. Blocked. Playing a tricky game here, buddy. Greedy Wario on DLive says, yeah, the basement part is actually pretty easy. I've hit the top floor before, but every time I encounter the first enemy up there, I die. It's... The second floor is filled with several ambushes, machine guns all over the place, and then by that point, if you don't have the ammo to put up a good fight, what do we got in here? Is that real? It doesn't look real, so wasting a bullet on that room probably isn't even worth it. But anyway, if you don't have the ammo to put up a good fight, putting up a fight will just make you lose your ammo. So that's why I've tried to change my strategy to put the machine guns to good use. Use them against the goop monsters. And then if I finally do actually get to the back down to the first floor, that fight in the dining room is I don't have a good strategy for that one. It's either I get killed or I lose way too much ammo trying to actually survive. That's a good shot. Is he dead? Nope, he's still with us. See if I can get him, kill himself on that. Over here. You dead? Yeah, he's dead. That's fake. That's real. Gunpowder. I need strong chem fluid so that I can make those advanced bullets. Anything? Nothing. There it is. Good to go. All right. Going strong. We've healed ourselves up from the mulligan upstairs. Set up the trap. Safe and sound. Excuse me. Please give me something in this back room. Ooh. Another shotty. I'll take it. Alright, here we go. Let's see how we fare now. Strong chem fluid. Just what the doctor ordered. Just scoot on through. Okay. Alright, there's the bomb. That's what I was waiting for. Okay. So the plan is to trigger these zombies. I'm just going to call them zombies. They trigger these zombies up here, run through this door, run back across the room, run back into that balcony over there, and then use the machine gun over here to shoot them as they walk down the balcony. That's my strategy right now. Okay, here they come. Okay. Jesus. It shouldn't be... It is such a giant cheap shot. As they're spawning, they can hit you. So stupid. It's like right as I was thinking, am I hanging around too long? Am I too close to them? I absolutely was. Thanks for the shotty. It's not even that the distance I'm being set back is very far, but it's my strategy takes a while. It takes a while to, like, do everything. That's... I feel that. Nice, now we have a handgun. We can use these to set off traps. Herb. What is that? What room is that? That's something. Gunpowder, sweet. Just give me the chem fluid. Essence of defense. That'll work. Sorry if I'm being too quiet. Part of me was just thinking maybe I should just trigger the big guy and then try and dance around both of them, but I will instantly regret that decision once I make it, I guarantee. Okay. Making sure that door closed. Alright, I think the Psychonauts wore off. Here it comes. Come on, big guy. It seemed like I used to have a handle on how to get around this guy, but I don't anymore. Good grief. Is my handgun back? I got a aching feeling that purple star wasn't even real. Thanks for the shotty. The only thing that the shotgun is... It's really great to get a shotgun around this part because I'm able to save it for that ambush where they lock the door for the first time down in the basement. It's great for when that happens. Could come in handy. Oh. There, that'll do. Creepy crawlies. That's right. Shoddy shells. Yes. Huh. Geez, that death spot looks familiar, doesn't it? Getting lost, buddy? Alright, what are you gonna give me? Thanks. That's not sarcasm either. Thank you very much. Just noticed on the YouTube feed, someone must have watched one of Cameron and mine's Prompto and Ignis videos and they subscribed, and that subscriber of all people was indeed Prompto Argentum. That's pretty cool. Makes me happy. I only hope that he's satisfied with the portrayal that I do. Alright, what am I gonna do with this guy? I guess I'll wait for him to stop. Oh my goodness, that's bad. That was a risky game right there. Holy crap. But thank you for the sub. Sorry. Yep, there it is. Prompto Argentum. Again, Prompto. Thanks. Cheers, buddy. Cheers. So anyway, we have got a stabilizer. Helps us reload faster. I'd much rather prefer the steroids for more health, but beggars cannot be choosers. What's in here? 0. I already feel like worn out, and that's a problem. Can't let my morale drop too soon. That's fake. Saw it a mile away. First aid, let's go. Shoddy. Aim true. Good shot. No, not a good shot. He's still with us. That one's not. I got that one. Good. Let's get him to step on this trap, I hope. He's not taking the bait. There we go. This'll do it. Nice try, pal. Nice try. That's real. I need chem fluid. Slow and steady. It's gonna be good. Well, kind of. Well, at least it gives me fodder to shoot. I'll take that, actually. I will take that. It's gonna have to be a duplicate in order for me to carry it. And indeed it is. Oh my goodness. That's not real. A machine gun would have blew that up and would have killed me. Glad I noticed it. Alright, that bomb got blowed up. What? Blew up. Grammar, please. Alright, here they come. Alright, that was all executed finally. Just want to make sure they're dead. Oh my god. I looked over at the live feed and I saw that the zombies were still up, and it translated into my brain that I didn't kill the zombies. Alright, we're still okay. Okay, so for this part, instead of fighting the zombies, we're just going to try and drop down the staircase and hopefully not trigger any of the bombs there. That's real. A lot of first aid spray. Yeah, whatever. That's a staple, of course. Okay. Alright, we're good. Good as gold. I don't think I even triggered the zombies. Oh, nope, here they are. Not having any of that. I'm playing this fairly, and that means that you have to play it fairly. That's the deal. Zip. Another stabilizer. Can we get rid of anything? No, not really. Not yet. Hopefully we can. Yeah, we'll use up something. I didn't trigger that. There we go. Oh. .1911 handgun. We are gonna need that eventually. But again, we have to use up our stuff before we can grab it. Well, let's just get this over with, yeah? Fake. Maybe I can use that to my advantage. Okay, a zombie spawns in here if I come out here. If I come in here. I don't even know why I'm in here. There's nothing in here. One herb. One herb. Okay. Let's think. Usually what I do is I've tried to use that machine gun inside the living room to my advantage, which is good, except if I remember correctly, when I ran off to the right, I ran like to this corner over here. Inside this room, I ran to the corner, and all they did was just walk through the doorway and then take a right, and they were out of the range of the machine gun, and it didn't help me any. So if we stand next to the machine gun, maybe that will help a bit. And we've got a lot of bullets in my machine gun, so we'll help with, more fire. And we don't have any room. We'll drop these. Yeah, we'll drop the herbs. We've got plenty of first aid juice. See, plenty of herbs. All right, here we go. Oh, right, I gotta trigger the doors first. Here goes nothing. Oh my god. Haha! It worked. He's the big guy. We're gonna have to light him up. Huh. It worked. Can't believe that freaking worked. So then that's the way to do it. That's the simplest way to do it, as opposed to everything that I've tried before. That way was super easy. Here's the stabilizer, and still we've got plenty of resources. Alright, there's going to be some crawlers that come at me that are going to be out of the range of these traps. I think it's a normal zombie crawling, and then it's the creepy crawlers. So this is normal zombie. Yep, we can take him out with a machine gun. At least that's the plan. I'm not even going to try and get them to rear up and hit these things. Let's just take them out here. Now we'll take out the shotgun for these creepy crawlers, because they're a whole different bag of tricks. I think one of them is still with us. Nope, got him. Excellent. Are you something? I think you're something. I really should not try and live on a prayer like that. Should I just scoot by if I can? I don't think I can. I should have blew that up to begin with. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. What am I doing? Why am I here? Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Okay. Alright. Well, let's get outside. Don't puke on me, don't puke on me, don't puke on me, don't puke on me. Thank you for not puking on me. Alright, anyone out here? I think we're good. Alright, so I have 2 shotgun shells, a handgun with 9 bullets, And then a fair amount of machine gun ammo, but that's going to go fast considering on how resilient these things are. But there's a huge fight that's going to take place in this yard. No, we'll start out with the machine gun just in case I get ambushed. Oh, idea. I got a plan. Jeepers! Did I kill the big guy? If I kill the big guy, then I can just dance around these zombies and get through the gate. Where are they? Okay, there's one. Where's the other one? Yay. I'm gonna go this way. Did I kill it? I think I hear it. I do hear it. I'm just gonna scoop by you. He's gonna blow up. Oh my god. I'm still alive. Oh my god. Is this the way? They're not gonna just let me stroll in here. I'm so freaking paranoid right now. This is the farthest I've made it. Oh my god. I've actually in the green... They still on me? Alright, where are the bombs? Oh my goodness. I've never stepped foot in the greenhouse on Ethan Must Die before. Okay. Alright. Just excuse me. I need to take a moment to think for a second. Alright. I'm surprised that there haven't been like any bombs or traps so far. Because now that I'm in here, they are absolutely not going to just let me stroll in and fight Marguerite. A part of me really hopes that it's like just working up to this point was enough of a challenge so they won't even make you fight her. Like a part of me is hoping that's what's going to happen. But assuming I do have to fight her, I've got machine gun, I've got the 2 shotgun shells, and I've got the pistol. I have no advanced ammo. But if there's a few boxes in here with strong chem fluid, then I can get the advanced ammo. Got plenty of first aid juice in case I get hurt, but because it's a boss, I'm assuming it's a one-hit kill like everything else. And then that still leaves this greenhouse being full of bombs. Okay. Just gonna take it really slow. I see another cheap trick that this game would pull on me is that Marguerite, in the main game, Marguerite comes out of a window, and it's a jump scare, and she comes out of a window to ambush you. If this game was really mean, which I don't understand why it wouldn't be, she's gonna come out from a different place. They're traps. I'm still looking for traps. Okay. Holy crap. I'm trying really hard. Oh my goodness! I see that over there. That can't be real. Bombs. No, I'm not gonna chance it. I'm taking them out. Yeah, this is the staircase that leads to the window to where the fight starts. But she could honestly come out of anywhere if this game stays true to its roots. Steroids, this is what we wanted. More health right before the boss. That's perfect. Perfect. Alright, I see bombs all over this hallway. But we're going to go back to that 4-star chest. If we're lucky, it's a magnum. Or a big weapon. so that we can fight this boss. Oh my gosh. I'm so paranoid. Just like twitching the analog stick all over. Just trying to be ready for anything. Alright, what's in here? Okay, grenade launcher. It will help. So which one? I guess ditch the pistol. Or ditch the... We can ditch this ammo since it's only two things. Yeah. Okay. We'll put that there for now, and we'll take the grenade launcher. But it's just one... Oh my goodness! I didn't even see that. I'm so glad I did not go that way. Holy crap. It's really hard not to curse right now. Like, so many emotions are coming at me at once. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, it was this hallway that there were bombs. Where's the other one? Okay, so then that just leaves the staircase. She's gonna come bursting out of that if it's like the main game. I see it. I see the dripping. Is that her? Gee. Yep. Well, now what? I've started the dance. Now what do I do? That's a machine gun. What the heck do I do? I've come so far and I don't know what to do. I'm lost. The path ahead of me is dark. I don't know what to do. Should I like Oh shit, that's crazy long arm lady. Says greedy Wario. Holy crap. I feel like wandering around this green... I've just noticed that when I walked up the stairs and I heard a machine gun turret. So that means wandering around this greenhouse looking for, like... Wandering around and waiting for her to come to me, it's too dangerous. So that... I feel like I should just, like, sit in a corner and wait for her. The corner that I'm at right now, I can sit there, and I think the only vantage point she can come out of is that fireplace. If she's stupid, she'll trigger that bomb and do more damage to her. She's just gotta go for it. Okay, she can't come from the roof. Can she come from this window? No, that's a cage. Is she not gonna come at all? Thanks, greedy Wario. I need all... I hear things. There she is. You idiot. Light her up. Light her up. When's she gonna pounce? When are you gonna pounce? I'm gonna run out of ammo. Okay. Alright, put this on reserve. Alright, where are you? Where are you? You
City boy.
Don't pounce. Are you dead? Are you dead? No, it's not that easy. Oh, I'm dry. Oh, there's a floor thing. Alright, so all I've got is 9 shots in the pistol. I gotta go out and get more ammo. I'm so glad that she triggered that bomb, though. We'll have to remember that for next time. Man, this fight, bro. Okay. Right up the stairs, I heard a machine gun turret. The problem is, I don't know where it was. So I could choose the direction to run in, and it could be the absolute wrong direction. So I don't know what to do. Okay. Let's go for it. Don't pounce me. Don't pounce me. Alright, where is it? Where is it? Aye. The bombs. More bombs. Lots of bombs. Okay, there's the turret. I can use this to my advantage. Absolutely. There's another one! Oh my goodness. I was in range. That wasn't good. Where is she? Is she here? I'm hearing noises. Oh, she's getting shot from the turret down there. Yeah, keep going. Keep going at that. Do that. Do more of that. Yeesh. Don't floss. Okay, what's this? Ammo, please. I don't have room! Load up your shotguns. What was that? That was a trap below me. Thank God for the steroids. That would have killed me. That would have been such a cheap shot. What do I do? Damn it! I saw that at last minute. We're going back in. We're going back in. Use the bombs and stuff to your advantage. That's exactly what I was thinking. But like, you saw the trap. There were traps below me on the bottom floor. Thank you for the follow, Greedy Wario. There were traps below me on the bottom floor, and her triggering that hurt me. That was bull. That was bull crap. So I got to be careful of that board that I walked across. All right. Man, got to give you the follow for the attempt. Thank you very much. Thank you. But we're rallying right now. That actually getting to the greenhouse and starting the boss fight gave me a whole bunch of confidence. So we're going back in with more strength than ever. Alright, well at least I'm not flying entirely blind now. I know that it's full of traps. I know that there are machine gun turrets. There's a wire over by that one. My plan was to run over to that little nook and camp out there, since she'd be in the way of that machine gun turret. But I saw the tripwire last minute, so I now know that it's there, and I got to be mindful. And maybe shoot as less bombs as possible so I can use them against her. Because as we've seen, she walks into them without even knowing it. Like, she doesn't know they're there. That was close. Alright, but if this game could give me a magnum on this try, I will not misuse it. I promise. Alright, got my machine gun back. Okay, so another good thing that we learned is that yard fight that I had in the last stream, that big yard fight that just took away all my ammunition, we don't even have to do it. We just have to shoot the bombs that big guy is under, dance around the 2 zombies that are in the yard, and then you're golden. That fight in the dining room is easier than it looks. You stand next to the machine gun, shoot your own bullets just to do more damage, block whenever the guy's about to throw up on you, and you can make it through fairly easy. I'm starting to find the solid tricks for these things. It's revealing that the game mode isn't that hard. It's just like any other big tough game, it takes patience and strategies and just repetition all the time. You got to find the tricks and just play it by the book. I mean, I'm rambling on and on, but helps me calm down. Okay. Is there anything good in here? It's a real 2-star. If there's a 3-star over there, then we will waste a bullet to get the supplies. Gunpowder for the gunpowder treason. Excuse me. Oh, he's gonna get past the second one. Whew. It's close. Alright, give me a 3-star over here. There's nothing over there. Alright, that 2-star's not worth it, unfortunately. That's a lot of gunpowder. You better give me chems. So when did I get this? I'm sorry. I don't remember getting that. And, unfortunately, I don't have a shotgun. More stabilizers. Sweet. Shoot up. Okay. Do we use the pistol or the machine gun? It is. Anyone want to come to my trap? Let's use the pistol on this one. Machine gun's just not doing enough damage. You done? Yeah, you're done. Creepy. Unfortunately, I wasted a lot of machine gun ammo on that. Just gotta save some bullets for the big dining room fight. Strong chem fluid, yes. Come on. Sweet. Okay. That's my mother. Jesus Weezer says hi on YouTube. Hello, Jesus. Welcome to the stream. We're trudging through Ethan Must Die. We just made it to the boss of this DLC for the first time. Unfortunately, we did not make it, but we're going back in it. Oh, why don't I? Yeah, that was a problem. Can I see it? I can't even see it. Damn. I was gonna say maybe shoot the bomb beforehand. Oh wait, it's over here. There we go. We won't have to worry about that later. I feel bad for you. You do not have no one else in chat. That's alright. I will leave it up to you to to keep it up. Wish we had 50 people in this live stream. That would be cool. The most people that we've had at one time is probably maybe 10, 11 people at most. There are some, we do have some people, that hasn't blown up yet. We do have some people that, that kind of loyally follow us. They've got or they used to have a perfect attendance. But, everybody's got busy schedules. Let's spawn these zombies. Book it back. I heard Resident Evil 3 is going to get a remake. Yeah, I heard that too. After Resident Evil 2 was so well received. Sorry, I was here from day one. On your because the Resident Evil 2 remake was so well received, they kept teasing that they were gonna make a Resident Evil 3 remake, and I never got a chance to play the earlier Resident Evils, so like the first one, the second one, and the third one I never got to play. I started with 4, so it was really awesome to finally get to play Resident Evil 2 when the remake came out. So I'll be really excited to play the third one if they do that remake. I kept seeing YouTube videos about people teasing like what the Nemesis would look like. Don't blow up! Don't blow up! Don't blow up! Thank you. All right. Where's my stalker? Here he is, and he's still alive. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is gonna kill me. Oh my goodness. Yeesh. Idiot. Resident Evil 7 is much different than Resident Evil 4. Oh, by far. Much different than... Because it was the first Resident Evil that took on... It was the first first-person Resident Evil game, and it took on more of like an. It felt more like Outlast than anything. It was like Outlast with guns in a way. But I will give them credit that the thing that they were faulted for, the Capcom, the thing that they were faulted for all the time, was that they were turning into more of a like an arcade shooter kind of way. That's what 6 was, and nobody really liked it. So what people wanted to see was atmosphere, which Capcom was known for. So, and I think 7 definitely brought it back to its roots in terms of atmosphere. Let me know if you agree with that. I heard Resident Evil 8 is coming. I didn't hear that. Have they given any like hints about what 8 is going to be about? Is it going to be a continuation, or is it going to be a step back? Because I don't know where they would go. I mean, they can always make a new virus. There's always new viruses. Is there even anything in here? There's nothing in here. No, I saw a video about it. What were they saying? Or what did you see on the video? Ooh, I got more. When am I getting this stuff? I'm not even seeing when I get this stuff. Book it, book it, book it. Thanks. Actually, this will come in handy for Marguerite. Now that we know that we can make it there. Hold on, Jesus, I see you. Just gotta focus on this. is so much more easy than what I was originally trying to do now that I've figured out the cheat. Okay. That Resident Evil 8 will come after Resident Evil 3 Remake. So that's quite a bit of ways. Are they gonna see? It makes me think, are they gonna? Because now that they've seen that the Resident Evil 2 remake, like its new formula, going back to the over the shoulder, but staying with slower combat and better atmosphere, are they gonna stick with that, or are they gonna stick with what Resident Evil 7 gave them with the first person aspect of it? Stop. Can you do that too on this one? Can you do that, my friend? You didn't do it. Are you gone? You're not gone yet. Now you're gone. I feel bad for you, so it was a good thing I came here, and I am a good, positive person. Very much so. I enjoy speaking with you, especially since you're speaking a lot about Resident Evil. I wish I had a shotgun for this. Jeez, wasted all my machine gun ammo on that. I think they're going to change Resident Evil 8 when it comes out. No first person, I think. As much as I liked Resident Evil 7, like for them switching to first person, I don't fault them for it. I think they tried something new and they went with it, and they actually did a pretty good job with it. Do things come out here? No. Okay, we'll just hustle on by. I think they did an alright job. They didn't do any harm to it whatsoever. Like I said, I liked the atmosphere of it most of all. But I much rather prefer the third person over the shoulder aspect of the game. Not taking anything to chance. Okay, so we shoot the bombs on, around the big guy. Excuse me. Oh, he's gonna blow up. Blow up, please. Thank you. Alright, hustle, hustle, hustle. See, now we're in the groove of it. Now it's going to be second nature getting to this part. It's just fighting Marguerite. Yeeks. Okay, okay, yep. Sorry, I button mashed. Let me through, let me through. Okay. Burner fluid. Perfect. That's what we need for this fight. Except when it comes to shooting the bombs long range. Better load up our guns with advanced ammo. What was wrong with Resident Evil 6? I'm one of the rare few. I won't say rare. Like I'm speaking in a general sense. I didn't mind Resident Evil 6. The reason why it wasn't received so well is because the writing wasn't very good. And the more fast-paced action shooter, it wasn't what Resident Evil made itself known for. It kind of seemed more like people took it as a selling out by Capcom, and I can, as much as I can understand that, I still saw it as an enjoyable game. Honestly, I did. Can we hold this? Yeah, well, now we can't. We still can't. I don't want to drop this in case we get heavy chem fluid. We do need another weapon. So yeah, I still thought that Resident Evil 6 was a fairly fun game. I liked the co-op system, and I really enjoyed playing Mercenaries on 6. But the majority of people just didn't like it. Are you good if I bring a friend to your channel? Absolutely. Bring them on. Hopefully they don't mind talking as much as you do. All right, here we go. Okay, so the plan is, I got a plan. This is a good one. We're going to trigger her, run down the stairs, run back here, sit in that corner, wait for her to hopefully come out of this, hurt herself on the bomb. I'll shoot her as we go, and then I'll hustle up top. My favorite game is Skate from EA. I watched many YouTubers play that, and it looked fun because of how broken it is. What's different with the storyline of Resident Evil 7? It's a different virus that it seemed like a lot of Resident Evil fans were unaware of. Can I even like do damage to her once she's started? I doubt it. Whatever. It was a new virus that not a lot of people know about, and that's what makes me think that they can keep making Resident Evil games because they'll always think of new viruses. Like Wesker's gone, so they needed a new villain, and they came up with one. And they did that by creating a new virus. Like there really is no attachment, at least not that I picked up. There was no attachment from this game and the other games in the Chronicle other than the character Chris Redfield and the mention of Umbrella. That's it. All right, where are you? Come out. Show yourself. I see you. Idiot. Ooh, burner. Don't pounce. Don't pounce. I'm not letting up on you. I am not letting up on you. I will go until I'm dry. Coward. Oh, she's getting shot. Should we wait? Let's just wait. Wait it out. What's your idea for Resident Evil 8? I want to see Leon again, honestly. Enough, well, I don't know. Enough time has passed for us to get Leon again. He comes in every other game. Is she? Oh, I thought she was dead. I was like, did I do it? I did it, and I didn't even contribute. Where did she go? This is the cheesiest boss fight. But there's no other option other than to cheese. But yeah, I want another Leon game, honestly. Maybe like a disheveled Leon. Like he's over fighting bioterrorists. There you are. I see you sneaking. Like he thought he was done fighting. Yikes! Like he thought his fight with bioterrorism was over, but then that's kind of like Chris's story plot. Then he's dragged back into it. I'm dry. Get down. Please be dead. Be dead. You look like you're dead. You're flailing around a lot. Are you dead? Are you dead? How are you still with us? Good grief. No health left. Shoot.
Come on now. You're not afraid of a girl, are ya? Don't leave, Sheriff. Stay and visit.
Go down. Just go down. Did I get her? Nope. She keeps doing animations that makes me think that I got her. What was the last time Leon was in a Resident Evil game? Was Leon in Resident Evil 7? No, he was not. 6 was his last appearance. he was in 2, he was in 4, and he was in 6. So, if he's been in all the odd games, then that means that he's due for another appearance. If I'm right about this. And people like Leon. They like Chris, they like Jill, and they like Leon. I feel like those are the top characters. What the heck is... I got her! 23 minutes and 12 seconds. Oh my gosh. That crackling was her disintegrating. I did it! I'm not even gonna shy away from the fact that a machine gun killed her. No, that was awesome. Holy cow. That took me so long and so many tries. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm checking the time right now. We've only gone at this for about an hour and 20 minutes. So that kind of puts us ahead of schedule. Did you see the episode 9 trailer, Rise of Skywalker? No, I haven't. I haven't kept up with Star Wars as much as the new movies have been coming out. The last one I watched was probably episode 3 when it came out in theaters. So it's been a while since I've watched a Star Wars. What are we gonna do now? I've done it. It's finally over. Let's see. How rare is the trophy still? Is it still rare? Here we go. Whew. Jeez. That took forever. Yep, 0.5%. I am among the 0.5. That is a good feeling. Play some Resident Evil 2. Yeah, what the heck. We'll stay in the Resident Evil mood. Let's see if there's an update for it at all. I hope not. Where is it? Here we go. Nope. Alright. Let's play some Resident Evil 2. I'll be right back. I'll set the game up and then I'll turn the live back on. So we've finally beaten Resident Evil 7's Ethan Must Die. And we beat it a lot sooner than I thought we were going to beat it. It only took us about an hour 20, and we usually stream for about 3 hours. So it put us ahead of schedule, and from recommendation from Jesus Weezer over on YouTube, he asked for me to play Resident Evil 2, and I'm all for that. So let's play some Resident Evil 2. Let's see. Oh, right. The last time I left off on Resident Evil 2, I was playing, I was attempting Leon's campaign on hardcore mode, which is the hardest difficulty. So we're gonna pick up with that. So it's all about the difficulties today. Jesus is still here. Great. This is your recommendation, buddy. Hope you enjoy. As you can see, I lost the jacket. It was getting a little too toasty in here. Alright, what was the last thing? What was the last thing we did? Okay, so we're in the back room. We've just talked to Claire. And now we're making our way back to the main room. Okay. I know where we are. What was your reaction when they announced Resident Evil 2 was coming to PS4 and Xbox One? I was ecstatic about it. Just try to keep you happy, and me too. I was ecstatic that they were coming out with a Resident Evil 2 remake, because that was one of the games that I wish I'd have played. Like I said before, Leon is my favorite character. So any chance for me to get to play more games with him in it, I absolutely take. So I was excited that Resident Evil 2 was coming out for remake, and I saw trailers of it, and I saw gameplay trailers of it, and it looked amazing. It looked like it reminded me of Resident Evil 4, which is one of my favorite games of all time. So I was absolutely ecstatic about it. We don't have any boards. Damn it. What is going on here, people? There we go. Don't get up. Do you think Resident Evil 4 will get a remaster or remake? It already has gotten one. And it's fairly recent. Every time it comes out for like, it got the remake for Resident Evil 4 got its remaster when it came out, when it was re-released on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. So that's when it got its first remake. And then they amped it up a bit more when they released it for PC. And then even more when they released it. Well, actually, no. It got more of an enhancement when it first came out for PS4 and Xbox One. Is there one behind me? Nope. And then when it came out for PC, it got an even bigger boost to it. So it's already had its remaster. And I honestly don't know. I mean, if they made it look a little more like, I guess if they made it look like this, then they could do it justice. But honestly, I still see the game just as perfect now as I felt when I first played it. When do you think Resident Evil end with Leon? When do you think Resident Evil end with Leon? Maybe 8. If they bring him in 8 and then they kill him off in a heroic way because they're tired of people asking for Leon, that would make sense. Leon would go out in a heroic way. We got everything in here. confused as to what is next to be done. Okay, you're already a zombie. So I've already been through there.
Oh no. Damn it.
They don't want Leon in Resident Evil. Did the developers say that? They don't want Resident Evil. What? They don't want Leon in Resident Evil anymore? Seriously, what's my objective right now? Where have I been? Have I already been in the garage? I have. I need the car. Okay, I'm repairing the circuit box. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So I got to get up to the bell tower. Yeah. Great, dude. Please stay down. The fans keep asking for Leon, and I agree with the fans. Me too.
I promise.
Okay, that means I killed him if Leon said something. Like, I guess in a way, like, Leon's character doesn't... He doesn't really seem like he'd be good in a zombie apocalypse, but he proves himself worthy every time. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay, so I've got the diamond. Okay, yeah. I've got the diamond key, so let's find a diamond door. There. Sorry it's taken me so long to get into the back into the swing of things of this. I don't really remember the last thing I did. This will give me... Alright, we can solve this puzzle, and we can get rid of the key. Leon comes back to Resident Evil 8 if he does, and if this is the last game. Hey, it'd be a good last hurrah for everybody. I'll say that, yeah. If Leon dies, then if Leon dies, then we quit. So it may as well be the last game for them if they want to kill off Leon. I mean, if they're gonna do it, they better. If they're gonna do it, they better do it right. They better do him justice. And they better end the series because I might not want to play anymore if Leon's gone. They'll probably bring Ada back if Leon's there, then they're gonna bring Ada back, which honestly I don't really want, because I'm tired of how Ada just leads Leon around, just gives him the runaround the entire time. I hate that crap. Do I have enough room? Nope, I'd have to use up another slot, and I kind of don't want to do that yet. Did you hear that? Nope, I'm still safe. Do you think Leon might get bit in Resident Evil 8? Is the infection... I don't know. Is the infection actually caused by bites in this game, in the Resident Evil lore? Because it seems like Leon in cutscenes, Leon doesn't get bit. So maybe like it has to be a cinematic bite that's like canon in order for it to actually register. Alright, let's solve this code. Okay. Damn. What? Damn it. This is taking way too long. I'm sorry. There. The cop was bit. Yeah. You're right. It is. I completely disregarded that. It is from bites. So you turn like any zombie. You turn when you get bit. But of course in the game, if you get attacked by a zombie, you're bit and nothing happens. But that's the player mistake. If in canon lore Leon got bit, then they could work with that. I mean, I hope they don't. I'd hate to see Leon go because he got bit. I mean, of all things, Excuse me. There's a liquor standing right in my way. To be honest, he'd have to be... Because we've seen him deal with multiple zombies at one time. And I'm talking multiple zombies that have swarmed him at one time. And he's still good enough that he's able to fight off all the zombies in close proximity and not get bit or scratched. Like, we've seen it. Leon's too... I think he's too overpowered and too smart to be bit. That's my assumption. If Leon was to be killed, it would have to be because someone that he trusted killed him or shot him or injected him or did something. Do you think someone is going to shoot him and then he's going to die? He's been shot before. He's had guns aimed at him before. People have gotten the jump on him before. And that's because he was put into a lull. He was put into he was lulled into a sense of security by, for example, Ada. That's kind of what she's good at. So I feel like that's the only way someone would be able to get the jump on Leon. Is if it was someone he trusted that turned their back on him. Because I'm not just saying that he's too good because I'm a fan of his character. In Resident Evil lore, he's too good to be taken out by zombies or giant BOWs for that matter. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Jeez, that thing followed me way too much. Alright, it's like 203. It's like 103 and 203, I think. Yeah. And then 203 should be the hip pouch. Beautiful. I think that's all of them. I'll have to double check though. Excellent. Do you think there'll be a new character in Resident Evil 8 that will kill Leon? Maybe. Like a new partner for Leon that turns on Leon, or if it's going to be I don't think it's going to be Ada. Like Ada's the best candidate to do it because of how much Leon trusts her after everything. But she won't do it. She won't hurt him. She likes him too much. As you know, he likes her and she likes him too much. She kind of just plays with him just to get what she wants, but she never kills him. She never kills him. And Leon will never kill her because he's like in love with her. So I don't think it'll be Ada. It will have to be someone new that he learns to trust. I hope there's no first person in Resident Evil 8. No, me neither. Like I said before, they did all right with it. They didn't do any harm with it using it in Resident Evil 7. But this setup for Resident Evil 2 is what I want. This is what I want in a Resident Evil game. Alright, how... We need the jack to get up to the bell tower. We need the club door. Where's the jack? Scepter. We still got to get that gem, but we don't have the case, so there's no point. We do need that, so that means it's back to the garage. Alright, back to the garage. And where do you think Resident Evil 8 is going to take place? That's a tough one. Raccoon City's gone. And then Leon never went to any of the Spencer mansions, so he really doesn't have any business there. There's no need for him to go back to Spain. There's no need for him to go to Africa. I guess if they do make a new game, they would have to capitalize on the new virus that they created in Resident Evil 7. I guess. It's hard to say because of how much they've leaped from location to location. Because everybody was used to Raccoon City, right? And then at the end of Resident Evil 3, it gets blown up. And then all of a sudden, you're in Spain, in some backwater village in Spain. So it's too hard to predict with how much bouncing around they do. Okay, we gotta do a loop around. But now that we have more slots in our pouch, we can pick up these shotgun shells. Ah. Do you think Leon was going to be in Resident Evil 7 when you saw the trailer for Resident Evil 7? No, because it didn't seem like Leon. It seemed like someone who was out of their league in a Resident Evil game, and that's definitely not Leon. If you get my meaning. What was a shock was when Chris appeared. Hey now. Like that was the shock to me when Chris appeared at the end of the game. I didn't think that there would be any correlation with the previous Resident Evils, but they proved me wrong when when Chris came in to the picture. And at first I didn't even think that it was, this is bad. At first I didn't even think that it was Chris, because all he did was just say, he didn't even say his full name, he just said, I'm Redfield, and it didn't seem, he didn't seem like Chris, but then Not a Hero, the DLC Not a Hero came out, and then it confirmed that it was Chris. I thought that was interesting. Wait, who is Chris? Chris Redfield is one of the big icon characters of Resident Evil. He was in Resident Evil 1. He was in Resident Evil Code Veronica, I think. And he was the main character of Resident Evil 5. And he was also one of the main characters in Resident Evil 6. And he's this is bad. I've got no bullets for this. Perfect. Sound strategy right there. He's one of the big Resident Evil. That's basically he's one of the big Resident Evil characters. He's been all over the world fighting bioterrorism. Matilda's all nice and packed together. Alright, should I use that? I think we can do one more hit. We can suffer one more hit. Alright, that's where we gotta go after we do this puzzle. Okay, gotta go across the garage. Yep, over here. Over there. Now, Chris Redfield, his sister Claire Redfield, is one of the main characters in this game. So fighting bioterrorism runs in the Redfield family. I hear things. I hope characters from Resident Evil 7 do not return to Resident Evil 8. Did you not enjoy the characters of Resident Evil 7? I mean, they do, like, you bring up a good point. They did kind of serve their purpose for Resident Evil 7. Like, they were experienced to this horror, they got out of it, and then that was it. Like, they kind of don't need to do anything anymore. They're just normal people. They're not, like, Ethan isn't a bioterrorist agent. I guess his wife is like is a scientist or something like that deals with the viruses, so she's more akin to it than her husband is. I needed those knives. What year do you think Resident Evil 8 is going to take place? I think Resident Evil 7 was modern day. Hey, welcome to the stream, Cat. Glad you can make it. Unfortunately, Cat, you missed all of the Ethan Must Die action. We finally beat it, and we were a little ahead of schedule. So instead of Ethan Must Die, now that it's finally over, we've switched and we are playing Resident Evil 2 for another hour or so just to pad timing. So if you came for Ethan Must Die, I'm sorry that you missed all the action, but if you want to stick around, I greatly appreciate it. And Jesus says, I mean, Resident Evil 7 was fine, but I just want the original characters from Resident Evil 4 and 6, right? I agree. I would like to see, like, Chris is okay. Chris Redfield is okay. Ethan was all right. He was a new character, and I had no reason not to really like him. or not to not like him, I should say. But my favorite characters are Leon and I'd say Jill. Yeah. Jill and Leon are my two favorite characters. But I would like to see Leon in a game again. And I'd say that he's due for a reappearance. As for your previous question, I think Resident Evil 7 was modern day when it came out, about 2018. So I'm going to say the next Resident Evil is going to take place in 2023. That's my guess. 2023 is the next Resident Evil date. That's not when I think the game is going to come out. That's when I think the game is going to take place. Just to clarify. Do you think he's going to do another mission in Resident Evil 8 for someone that paid Leon? Meaning like he was paid to go to this mission, or like the way a mercenary would? I'm sorry, I didn't really understand that question. One shotgun shell. Beautiful. I need more gunpowder. Leon's always worked for the government, the US government. But the last time we saw him working for the government, the president died. He shot the president, but he was proved innocent. And I think he's still, at the end of Resident Evil 7, I think he still works for the government, the US government. I think it's a new character is going to kill Leon in Resident Evil 8. Someone to pay him to go to that mission. So his leader is the one that you think is going to get the drop on him. That would make sense. This is my last shotgun shell, buddy. Please stay down. Jeez, all this mag ammo. I wish I could use it. Do you like the games or the movies better? Definitely the games. I didn't what? More shoddy shells. Sweet. I didn't even notice that. I didn't watch the live action movies, the ones with the new their original character Alice, I think that's her name, and then you get to see some cameos from the Resident Evil game characters like Chris and Claire and Wesker. I did watch the CGI movies, and those were really good. Like, I watched Resident Evil Damnation, Degeneration. Those were really good. Probably because Leon's in it. But I definitely love the games better. Alright, I think we haven't used that crank yet up here. Yeah. Alright, so that's where we're going. We gotta take the crank. My voice is getting hoarse. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But I'm gonna keep going until I can't talk anymore. Oh, come on now. Why are you still with us? Can I please just sneak past you? Thank you. Cat, do you prefer the games or the movies better? See, my favorite Resident Evil game Leon could survive in Resident Evil 8. You're right, he could. He absolutely could. And I hope he does. I'd hate to end the game, like finish the entirety of Resident Evil 8 and have it end with Leon dying. That would be the worst thing ever. Cuz he's my boy. You never like seeing one of your favorite characters die. I've seen that way too many times and I hate it. Resident Evil 4 was my favorite out of the entire series, but I do like the movies more. Interesting. I agree with you there, though, that Resident Evil 4 was, in my opinion, was the best. It will always be my favorite. It was the first one I played, and it's been my favorite ever since. This one's good, but 4 is better. We still don't have the... Excuse me, what the heck? I got hiccups. Still don't have the club key. Bullets, please? Nope, of course not. Oh, well, there is gunpowder. That we can add that to the shoddy shells. Get rid of that. Combine that. Load up your shotguns. Which movie is your favorite, then?
Son of a bitch.
As for... I will say that in terms of the question of having your favorite characters die, that's the... Last of Us 2 has been teased at, and it's supposedly coming out next year. Maybe even this year. I don't know. I don't know when it's coming out. It'll come out when it comes out. I'm not... I am excited for it, but at the same time I'm not, because I'm totally expecting that they're going to kill off the main character from the first game, Joel. I'm totally expecting they're going to kill him off in the second game, and I'm just kind of readying myself for that, and I'm not going to like it. I'm going to hate it. I think one of the returning characters for Resident Evil 8 might die. Chris looks different in Resident Evil 7. Yeah, much different. That's why I didn't think it was him. They definitely changed his character. If they're going to kill off someone... I feel like Chris would be a good candidate because of how long he's been doing this and how much danger he's put himself in. He's a very iconic and heroic character. Like, why wouldn't he die, you know? He would absolutely die for the cause to stop bioterrorism. That's his thing. That's absolutely part of his character. Not saying that it's not for Leon. I just see it more satisfying that if Chris died from fighting bioterrorism in Resident Evil 8 and not Leon. Maybe they can make the game where it's Leon and Chris going at it, and it's a game about Leon and Chris. That'd be cool. Bros for life. Apocalypse and Afterlife are your favorite movies. Like I said, I haven't seen the live action Resident Evils. So I'll have to take your word on that. And if I ever do, I'll keep those two in mind, Apocalypse and Afterlife. One of my loyal followers said those were the good ones. All right, what am I doing? Oh, we got right, the balcony. We got to go out to the balcony. How was your reaction when you saw Chris in Resident Evil 7 for the first time? Again, I didn't think it was him. I was kind of in disbelief. Because it was also kind of... I didn't really get a huge, big reveal reaction out of it. It was more like is this... I'm like, oh, is this Chris? Oh, well, Chris is here now. Good to see you, Chris. That's kind of how my reaction was with it. It wasn't anything too special. I was more confused than anything, I'd say.
Damn it.
Oh, we gotta turn the pipe first. I heard people say that's not Chris in Resident Evil 7. I would believe it if it wasn't, because of just how different he looks, you know? But supposedly it is. Like, he says it in the game, everybody else says it in the game. Like, they refer to him as Chris Redfield. He saw the ladder breaking, why didn't he just jump? It's a good question. He thought maybe he could hold it. He's like, wait, maybe if I stand still, maybe it won't fall. Nope, it's falling. Never mind. All right, there's gonna be an enemy coming, so we'll heal up. How do you think Chris is going to die in Resident Evil 8? If they were to die, if either Chris or Leon were to die from zombies, it would be because there's a giant horde and their friends need to get away. And they kind of do that heroic, I'll hold them off, you know, kind of thing. They do the whole monologue of, I'll hold up. It's like, you guys go ahead. I'll hold them off. I'll be right behind you. And then they deep down, they know they're not going to make it. You know, someone that they're saving is going to cry and they're going to be like, no, just come with us, we can make it. And it's or they're like, no, I'll stay with you. And then he's like, no. And then Chris is like, no, you guys go. I'll be right behind you. You know, stuff like that. The old classic zombie survival trope. I don't remember this room. Why don't we save here? We're about to fight. A big enemy. One of the things I really love about this game is the animations of the characters. Like their movement animation and their facial animations, like it's natural. I can't think I honestly off the top of my head I can't think of a game where their movements don't seem like it doesn't seem like a repeated animation, or it doesn't seem like a robot. It looks real. Huh. That's an interesting question. If you were to rewrite one part of a Resident Evil game, what part would you change? Or would you keep them the same? Alright, well, let's go one at a time. Resident Evil 4. I'd say you can keep everything the same in Resident Evil 4. Maybe give Ashley a bit more of a character change. She did have a few moments where she expressed bravery and a little more strength than just the damsel in distress. She did that a little bit in the game, but I would have liked to see more of a character change from Ashley like that, where she takes initiative and she helps Leon more, and she's braver. You know, I would like to see that a little bit more. That's what I would rewrite in the fourth game. Because other than that, Ashley's just she's just a very flat character. She's not very interesting in terms of character development, and I guess neither is Leon. He just kind of stays a badass throughout the entire game. Who do you think is going to die in Resident Evil 8? Well, if it is going to be their last game, they're probably going to kill off as many iconic characters as they can to bring with them. But then again, I don't know. I don't know if Capcom will do that. They'll at least keep a few characters around, some beloved characters, to to at least make the game satisfying. Did I pick up anything back there? Oh, the club key. All right. Okay, so we're going to go downstairs to the interrogation room. Oh, yeah, over here. Okay. Let's see. Resident Evil 5, a lot of its writing could have been more well done. The writing was too silly and too humorous, I think. It was too predictable, the writing of Resident Evil 5. But the concept, at least they stuck to the concept. You know, Wesker's back, and it's just a fight between, you know, a big fight between Chris and Wesker to finally bring things to an end. Oh, I gotta go upstairs. Crap. Jeez, I'm lost. Resident Evil 5 was more... It was more of just a continuation of Resident Evil 4's plot, but with different characters and in a different setting. Because at the end of 4, Ada gets a hold of the Las Plagas virus, and she brings it to Wesker. And we see in Resident Evil 5 that she absolutely did bring it to Wesker, and we saw what Wesker did. He created Ouroboros and spread the Las Plagas virus throughout Africa. Like, we saw that. So 5 was just a continuation of 4 with extremely silly writing. Got a little spooked there. Resident Evil 6... I'd say change the game mechanics of Resident Evil 6. Don't make it an action shooter. Keep it more of an atmospheric shooter. Cuz the stories weren't that bad. The story that I liked the least, in all honesty, was Leon's story. Chris had a good story. Oh. The story with Jake, who's Wesker's son, and Sherry, I thought that was a really good story. And Leon his kind of lacked, I guess. He's just going to find the big bad, and that's it. There was really no... I mean, of course he mingles with Ada in his story, but that's about it. Nothing really interesting happened in Leon's story. Six to 11. I think I've already opened that safe. Oh, here's the box that I need that jewel for. Alright. I think I would make Evelyn more of a child instead of some supreme evil overlord with obnoxious practice in manipulating people. She's like 10 but acts like a professionally trained government pawn. I agree. She had her moments in the game where she was acting like a child, but there did need to be more of that. By the time you get to the ship in Resident Evil 7, she knows too much, and she's like she's too conscious that she's in control. I think we can drop this just so that we can get the handgun ammo. And then we'll pick up this, take it with. Oh, but then there's this. Shoot. This is almost used. Still, I've yet to find that jack. There's one more room we haven't explored. I'm sorry, I haven't played this in a while. I forget where everything is. This might be where the jack is, so that we can move the bookshelves. So that's where we're headed. Deal. Yikes! He's not coming in. That was a major pet peeve of mine, though, out of the entire game. I agree with you. It was a little ridiculous of how omniscient she was. Omniscient? No, that's not the right word. I'm thinking of a word to show immense power and control and godlike in a way. Like, she's not Wesker. She's a little kid. Eat up. Mr. X is coming back. Yep, there he is. Jeez, he's got me cornered. Oh my goodness, that hurt. Can I please slip by? Nope, I'm dead. Damn it. I think Leon might shoot Chris in Resident Evil 8 like CJ had to kill Big Smoke. There would have to be a lot of story development to switch Chris and Leon's partnership to where one of them would have to shoot the other. I mean, they almost, well, we've seen it in Resident Evil 6. They almost did, just because they had differing views. But then again, Chris was like in some big gorilla angry state at the moment. Like, all he had his mind set on was revenge, and Leon was getting in the way of it. So I can understand why he felt the way he did. I got set back quite a bit. That is one ugly zombie. Don't get up. So I never played. This is my question to you, Jesus. I didn't play GTA San Andreas, but I am aware that CJ did shoot Big Smoke, and I don't think I'll ever play the game. So why did he shoot him? Like, they're in the same gang, like they're buddies. Why did he shoot him? Why did he have to? Or I guess, was he told to, or? Oh, I still gotta. Do you think Chris might get bit? Leon have to shoot him? That could be they could work with that. They can make that good. One of them shoots the other as like a last noble act. That could work. You're on to something. Here comes Big Daddy. I tip my hat to you, sir. Oh, he's mad because I shot his hat off. Oh, he's really mad. I'll get you a new hat. Sorry. Get to the door. Here. It's right here. Here, see? It's all good. It's all good. It's just got a little blood on it. It's right here. See? You can pick it up right now. Okay. All right. We're not reasoning with you. I see. Did I get the crank? I did not. Great. All right, why don't we start here, actually? We'll go to that club key room downstairs. Oh, he's still after us. There's clickers in here. Clickers? Lickers. Wrong game. They may as well be clickers. They get attracted by sound. Do you think Mr. X returned to Resident Evil 8? I don't think so. I think they eradicated all of them when the Umbrella Laboratory went down and when they bombed Raccoon City. I think they got rid of. I think by then they destroyed all the Mr. X tyrants. That's my guess, though. Maybe I missed something. Have you gotten your hands on Breath of the Wild yet? No, I haven't, because we have not gotten our hands on a Switch. But it's in my head that if I ever get a Switch, one of the first games I'd get is going to be Breath of the Wild. It's going to be weird, though, because it's going to be the first Zelda game that I played after Twilight Princess. And that's the only Zelda game I've played. I mean, I won't lie, it was good. I liked Twilight Princess. Film. We got plenty of film. I shouldn't be afraid to save so much. Or save... yeah. Ooh, more grenades. You busted through, didn't you? Occupied. Got no sense of privacy. Oh, we're not making it through that. Oh, God. That's an issue. Stop. Okay, it looks like there's some goodies in here, so we'll come in here. We'll walk in case there's lickers. No, but there's plenty of zombies. I didn't grab that grenade. Sweet. Not sweet. Oh, God. Oh! Feed! I don't need that. I do need that, though. Okay, what's the quickest way out of here? This way, in the west office. But there's going to be a liquor in this area. So we'll book it from here to the west office. Out here, we'll go up the stairs into the library. Also, you've got to clear Leon bias. I'm sorry. If I do. I'm sorry. I acknowledge that. But I can't help it. When I was growing up, when I was first introduced to Leon, I was very impressionable still when I was growing up, and I saw Leon as a character that I wanted to be. So I've got a deep infatuation with Mr. Leon Kennedy. And I bet if I was to talk enough about him, it would definitely show. Do you think Resident Evil 8 might have new guns? I hope so. They always come out with new guns for every game. Like, I don't remember. The only flamethrower I remember is the one section that you had to use in Resident Evil 5, and they brought it back as a main weapon in Resident Evil 7. They always come up with new machine guns, and there's always shotguns and auto shotguns. There's always magnums of some kind. You'll always have your different forms of handguns, different machine guns, rocket launcher of some kind, sniper rifles. It's like hitting them with Nerf ball guns. That'll do. Come to daddy. Sweet. Those guys aren't getting up. Alright. Last electric part is in here. But we need the gears. Are there any goodies back here? There's gotta be. Right? Ooh, a large thing of gunpowder. If I can get a small thing of gunpowder, that'd be great to have a bunch of handgun bullets. What if you made Resident Evil 8? And how would you end the series? I think I would kill off one of the main characters. I think someone might have to, one of the main characters might have to die. They've been around for so long. I think they've definitely made their mark well enough that if they were to die, it would still be okay. Because in Resident Evil 6, they killed off a character, but he was first introduced, and so we as well as we got. I mean, I got attached to him enough. But it was his first game, so he came, he made his impact, and he left. But they never actually they haven't killed off like a definite staple character. They teased at it with Jill in Resident Evil 5, but then they copped out on that and brought her back. I mean, I guess it worked. We gotta find a chest so we can cash out, or cash in. Nope. Well, no. I think if we just go down the stairs, we'll find one. Great. And would you make a new bad guy for Resident Evil 8? You'd have to. There are no more like known bad guys. Evelyn's gone, Wesker's gone, Sadler's gone. The villains from 6 are gone. Carla and what was that guy's name? Simmons. They're gone. So you'd have to think of a new character, a new villain. I don't know who it would be though. It would, I guess, it would just have to be another big scientist that just wants to gain immortality, and he thinks he can do it through zombies, or just another bioterrorist. You know, something like that. Because I don't think that there's any... Excuse me. I don't think that there's any heroes as of right now that would turn evil. They're all too good. Speaking of Resident Evil 2, though... Excuse me, I'm sorry. Speaking of Resident Evil 2, though, there's a character that I haven't seen in a while, and that's Hunk. Maybe he can make an appearance. Or a reappearance, I guess. Where someone pays Chris to kill Leon. I feel like Chris is he's too good. You know? He's a It's gonna hurt. Are you gonna kill me? Alright. Let me heal before I try and sneak past you, otherwise we're gonna have a repeat. Ooh. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. By the way, happy early Lundi de Pasqua. Did I say that right? Is that Easter? Nice. We can get the Magnum now. I don't know if it's Easter, but your pronunciation was pretty good. Thank you. I tried. The next holiday for us is this Sunday. It's Easter Sunday. That's our next big holiday. So if that's what you're referring to, then thank you. Thank you for the holiday wishes. So you're saying Chris get corner bunch of zombies? Yes. I don't think they can do any wrong with that. Ours is this Monday, so it might be. Well, then I will wish, Cat, I will wish you a happy early Lundi de Pasqua. Totally butchered that. I'm so sorry. How would you think Chris can get bit? If he's... Because just like Leon, we've seen him get cornered by a bunch of zombies before, and it was just him, and he was able to fight them all off on his own and be perfectly fine, just like Leon could. They're too good to be taken out by just being surrounded by zombies. If they were surrounded by enough, like an entire swarm, and they had no way out, then they might die. Or if there's like a bunch of giant BOWs in the area, then they would die. You could bring Jake back from Resident Evil 6. Because his is still a mystery. He's out there fighting he's out there fighting BOWs as kind of like a freelance mercenary. That's what he's doing, so he could always come back. Play some Resident Evil 6. How long have you been going? 2.5 hours. If I play Resident Evil 6, I'm up for that, but I'm going to stick to playing Mercenaries. So I hope that's okay. We're kind of just bouncing around with Resident Evil. So it's kind of chaotic, but I hope that's okay. We did just save. All right. That sounds okay. I'm okay with playing Resident Evil 6. All right. I'll stay here this time since I don't have to get the game. I can just click the application. It kind of sucks though, because I don't think I'll go back to playing Resident Evil 2 for a while. Like, I played it, I got my enjoyment out of it, and then even though I still have that, even though I've still got that hardcore game that I still have to beat, I kind of, there's all these other games that I still have to play, and it's kind of putting Resident Evil 2 on the back burner. Who do you want to return in Resident Evil 8? I want to see Leon. I do kind of want to see Jake. Chris can come back if he teams up with Leon. I would like to see Claire again. You've got so many classics. I guess I didn't realize that me going through that library gave you all a peek into the games that I play. Man, this is gonna be a blast of the past. I think the controls are like embedded in my muscle memory though, so I think I'll be okay. Here's something we'll do that I enjoy. I enjoy doing this. It's a challenge for myself. Is I play on the bridge and I play as Jake but I only use melee. It's a fun little challenge that I like to do for myself. Gotta get the time crystals first. I mean, one of the main things that I like about the character Jake is that he's voiced by one of my favorite voice actors, Troy Baker. That's one of the main reasons I like him. And he did actually have a very solid character arc. He's a mercenary that only thinks for himself. He's selfish. He's headstrong, and then he completely has a change of character thanks to his time with Sherry. And I think his character was well written. I think I got all of them. Maybe there's some on this level that I didn't get. I think Leon would kill the new villain. He better. He's got to prove his worth if they put him in the new game. He's got to continue being the badass that he always has been. He'll kill the new villain with a rocket launcher. That's kind of the trope of both him and kind of every other Resident Evil character. They kill the last villain with a rocket launcher. That's from all the games that I've seen. That's what they do. Or piss everyone off by making Leon the new villain. They better not. Do you, Cat, do you have a bias against Leon? That's kind of what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting from you. Chris would die by the new villain. If he did, it would only be because he if he did die by the new villain, it's because he was in the process of killing the new villain. Because in Resident Evil 5, Chris was absolutely prepared to die if it meant killing Wesker. Because he got in this scrape with Wesker, and he was telling his partner Sheva, you know, shoot him, and then Sheva's like, I can't shoot him without shooting you, and then Chris flat out just said, then shoot through me. Like, he was prepared to die if it meant that the villain died. Let's get this power up. I don't know if I'm shooting the right direction. Excuse me. Don't you see I'm busy?
All too easy.
Here's the top button. Another halfling bard is back on DLive, and he donated me 1 lemon. Thank you for the lemons. Have a lemon for being Jake. I don't know if you were around when I was talking earlier, Halfling Bard, but I was saying that I enjoyed Jake's character because I think he was actually written fairly well. Like he had a good character development throughout Resident Evil 6. I don't know if a lot of people would agree with me on that. Oh my goodness. What? Come on, dude. Do you think we may have a flashback or hallucination in Resident Evil 8? It's possible. I don't know if I guess Leon could have a flashback of... Well, Leon's never really shown any sign of, like, PTSD from Resident Evil 2, at least none that we've seen. Maybe Chris does. Do you have a character that you think could have made the game better if their character was rewritten? I mentioned earlier that I think the character of Ashley from Resident Evil 4 could have been written better because she of course plays she plays the damsel in distress throughout most of the game, and she only has a few moments where she shows bravery and a little bit more strength in aiding Leon. She only shows that a couple times, and other than that, her character stays mostly flat throughout the entire game. And I think that if they made her more brave and more strong throughout as the game went on, her character would have been a lot better received. So that's one character that I would definitely rewrite. Excuse me. Oh boy, I didn't know you had a rocket launcher, my friend. Why do a terrible shot? Oh right, and another, someone else on our YouTube chat said that they would rewrite the character of Evelyn because she's meant to be a kid with the special gift of a virus, but she plays her character out to be like some all-knowing godly being, almost like Wesker. And that's not what she is. She's a little kid. And they should have rewritten her better. So those are the two characters that I think could have made the game better if they were rewritten that way. What about you, Halfling Bard? Is there any characters in the Resident Evil series that you would rewrite to then, and that you think would make the character oh my goodness. Again, these rocket launcher guys have some pretty bad aim, but I am absolutely thankful for that. Oh, I'm tired. Do you think Leon might get shot? Might have a hallucination? If it was like a mortally fatal shot, and he thought he was gonna die, I could see that. That happens a lot in games. Like people are on death's door, and they start hallucinating because you know it's the classic seeing their life flash before their eyes kind of thing. So I can see that. I don't know what he would hallucinate about. Maybe Resident Evil 2. Because even though that was one thing that I didn't understand. Even though Resident Evil 4 was a big event, especially for Leon, he never remembers it. Like he never mentions it again, as if he's not supposed to. If they want to keep it classified, which makes sense. But I'm surprised he never brings it up. The guy was alone in Spain, under attack by hordes of angry villagers and just these monstrous creatures, and he never mentions it. The only stuff he does mention is Raccoon City. It's like that's the only thing he remembers. Alright, here are the big guys. This is where it all can fall apart, because we got to make sure we get our coup de grace right. Don't do that. Jake! Oh, Jake, we've gotten into a bit of a pickle here. Please let me go. That's a great way to show off my skill in it. Who do you think is going to be boss in Resident Evil 8? Again, I've got no clue. They'd have to come up with a new villain. What's the button that? I think it's R1. I think it's R1. R1 and triangle.
All too easy.
Keep thinking that's a knife button. Because I honestly can't see any of the previous like heroes turning bad. I just can't see it. Goodbye. This is going to take place between Resident Evil 6 and 7. Another thing that I liked about Resident Evil 6 was the melee system. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was fun. While playing Resident Evil 4, I always thought they could do a little more with the melee. And they upped their game in Resident Evil 5, and then they really upped it in Resident Evil 6, and I liked it. I think Resident Evil 7 had a great ending, so I don't know what problem that there would be. Right, they kind of wrapped that virus up. Ethan stopped Evelyn. Chris stopped Lucas and the lab that they had there, and then Joe stopped. Joe Baker stopped Jack, the final remnants of Jack, and saved Zoe. So they used Zoe as the cure for that virus. So they wrapped Resident Evil 7's virus up. So I don't think it could come back. You're right, Cat. Thank you for bringing that up. I completely forgot about that. I forgot about all the DLC. It is kind of like heartwarming. Like the more that I talk about Resident Evil, it's kind of heartwarming to reassure myself of how much I actually do know about the series. Like I always thought, like I played a bunch of the games, but there was a lot that I was missing. And I always thought that I only had like a mediocre knowledge of the series. But the more I talk about it, the more I realize of how much I do know from all this. And it's kind of reassuring to know that I've got an ace up my sleeve of game knowledge. Peekaboo. Power slide. It would have to be an entirely new virus, because all the other past viruses have been wrapped up. T virus, G virus, those are wrapped up. Las Plagas is wrapped up. The one in 6 is wrapped up. You want to play? like that those guys are one shots with that move. They could be a heck of a lot more irritating. Looks like there's one more time crystal down here, and then that's all of them. Now we gotta get first aid. I appreciate everyone that's chatting with me. That's my favorite part about streaming, is getting to chat with all of you. So the more we chat, the more I enjoy doing this. So again, I really appreciate it. Oh boy. Nice, pal. Okay. Another rocket launcher, dude. Looks like we both suck. Snipers. He's down there. Sniper. Jesus says I think 8 should be a good game. I do too. I've got high hopes for it. Because thanks to Resident Evil 2, the remake, Capcom showed that they can bring it back. A lot of us, including myself, only saw a downward spiral, you know, for Capcom. But they brought it back with Resident Evil, with the remake of Resident Evil 2, and it showed all of us up. So it showed that they can be good, again, just like always. Oh my goodness, what? Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. He's coming. Okay, maybe not. Okay, one down. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. No. This is gonna kill me. Yep. Alright, we'll do another map. Maybe another character too. Damn it. It's a challenge because it gets so... The melee challenge is tricky when it gets to that part. Alright, let's do... Yeah, we'll do Urban Chaos with good old Leon. Can't go wrong with your boy.
Check and mate, buddy.
I like the outfits in the 6th game. That's another plus for me. I like the outfits. Look at that man handle a zombie. I think I got all the crystals. Yeah. I'm gonna shoot him up. Alright, Jesus. Gotta take out those gunners. Or they can just get rid of their guns. Either one works. Hold on a second. Oh my god, I see. When you ask your professor for some extra credit, and they basically tell you, well, it's the end of the semester, the trimester. If you're going to fail, you're going to fail. I can't help you now. No, I've been there. There was actually this one time when I was in college. I didn't do as well as I should have in one of my history classes. And basically, it came down where it was the last test. And I went to my professor and I was straight with him. I said, I didn't do as well as I should have. I apologize. Is there anything I can do? And he told me, well, I don't give extra credit, and you've only got the test left. So if you continue the way that you're going, you're most likely going to fail. And we did the math on it, and I needed an A on the test, like basically 100% on the test, in order to pass the class with a B. So this was one of the rare moments where I studied my ass off for this test, and it was honestly a great feeling walking into that test, looking at the paper, and like reading all the questions and being like, I know that, and like I felt it was one of the few times where I felt in control of the test, and I passed it. I got an A on the test, and I passed the class, with a B. It was one of the rare times, but it was a really accomplishing feeling, and I'm still really proud of myself for that, for actually studying up and taking the time to know the material. So it definitely goes to show that studying is well worth it. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Damn it. Why am I not in control of this? Shit. Sorry for my language, but Jesus, I'm not on top. Cat says, I'm a language major. I'm about to fail my literature course. Dumb scholar moment, no? Well, be honest. Be honest with yourself. Did you put in enough effort that you think was worth it? Or did you kind of maybe shy a little bit from what you can really accomplish from yourself? Like, did you try as well as you think you should have? And this isn't me like scolding you. I'm not trying to play the parent here. Or was it something out of your control? Like the other classes just kind of overwhelmed you? Because that can happen. Absolutely, that can happen. Is that Street Fighter? That might be Street Fighter. I think all of these arcade games are Capcom games. I stayed up till 2 a.m. watching Minecraft streams. Half of me thinks that we are included in that. Well, I will be honest. The more I was in college, the more classes started to fall on the back burner, and the more I started disregarding my studies, and the more I started disregarding my work, and all I wanted to do was just enjoy the college solitude that I had, and just stay in my dorm playing video games until 2 in the morning. Like, I did that, so I can definitely relate to you. Schoolwork can be insanely boring. It's hard. It's very difficult to stay focused on it. So I understand how super easy it is to just accidentally put everything off until the very end, or just put it off entirely. I know how you feel. Ooh, look at all those headshots. I've been shot so many times. How am I still standing? Uh-oh. We got it. Stop. I gotta kill something. Keep up that combo. Nice. That was completely unintentional, but I will take it. That's a lot of firemen. Yes, we're in the groove now. Don't make a move till you're in the groove. Do the Peter Panda dance. Anyone remember what that from? No, I'm gonna lose my combo. What time is it when you normally stop streaming in America time? It's about 9. big boy. Here you are. Hey, wait. Oh, I gotta aim first. It kind of sucks that you don't get a voiceover anymore in this Mercenaries. Like in Resident Evil 5's Mercenaries, like you got a voiceover from Josh or Jill. Now it's just text. They didn't try. Not bad, at least you're still alive. That probably means... yeah, that wasn't a very good one. This rugged bronze medal. I think that's about as good as I got in my last... Yeah, I didn't really beat my last score. Surprise Pikachu. Yeah, it's pretty late. But for you, it's like 2. It's like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. It's even later for you. Who else can we be? Or where else can we go? Let's go to the mining depths. And we will play as Piers. Good old Piers Nivens. Alright. Speaking of which, I think we'll only go for a little while longer. Maybe this'll be our last match. And then we'll call it quits for the night. I mean, I think it was a pretty good stream. I mean, we beat Ethan Must Die after all these months. On stream, it was months. For me, it was years. And for one, and now it's finally over. Until another insanely difficult thing comes around. Can I shoot these? Nope. I feel like you would have to. I feel like that wouldn't kill a zombie. Just breaking its spine wouldn't kill a zombie, you know? Uh-oh. Get off. They're surrounding me. Switching to full auto. Why does a headshot kill them? Zombies don't need air, don't need to have their heart beating, and don't need to think. Why do they die from a headshot? Because even though everything else about them is dead, like their nerves are dead, their senses are dead, like even though everything else is dead, a body still needs the brain to function. And even though everything is dead, everything is infected, the brain is still what's keeping the body going, but the brain is being controlled by the infection, which means that you have no power over you have no control over yourself or your body, but your brain is still, you know, the body's epicenter of how you keep moving. And without the brain, without that core, nothing can move. Screechers. Kind of scared me. I don't know about anything else.
Nice.
What's the... True. At least I think I'm right in that. That's why you're able to shoot a zombie in the torso 100 times, and even though you'll chip away skin, you'll chip away veins, bones, like even though you'll just keep chipping away at it, the brain is still intact, and that's what causes it to still be able to move. Sure, you can shoot off the leg of a zombie, and you know, it won't have the leg anymore, but it'll still keep moving. Are there still zombie dogs after me? Hey now. I think not, sir. I hear something big.
Get off.
Need to heal.
Nice.
I feel like there was like a quick button for... There it is. There's square and R1. I was looking for the quick action to put herbs in your inventory. Or your Tic Tac pouch. here. You're still with us. I think this is the level where if you do enough melee kills, a big lizard will come in. I think that's this one. More dogs. I like to think that the zombie just got fed up with the fact that he couldn't hit his target, so he's like, ah, screw it. Had a small little temper tantrum. Yikes. A little too close on that one. Oh, crimson heads. Uh-oh. Didn't get the quick time move enough. Oh my goodness. So many jumped at the same time, I couldn't tell. Going out in one last blaze of glory, come on. That's a terrible score. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a D. Good God, that was awful. Yeah, it's about 3:30. So, we might... Well, no, not might. We are going to call it quits for tonight. So, we talked a lot about Resident Evil. Today was like... Today was more of the Resident Evil episode than next week, because next Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to play Resident Evil. Me and Cameron's going to be back. We're going to play co-op Resident Evil 5. So we're definitely going to get a big dose of Resident Evil during the zombie month, which I'm all for. But today, we got to talk a lot about Resident Evil. A bunch of theoretical conversation about Resident Evil. That was a lot of fun, actually. So I think Jesus Weezer over on YouTube still left. So unfortunately, he won't be able to hear me when I say that I really appreciate you talking to me, buddy. You had a lot of great questions and a lot of great topics to bring up. Cat, it was great to have you back and adding to the conversation. I was afraid that you weren't gonna make it. We had a lot of contributions over on DLive. Greedy Wario, thanks for being the first one, and thank you for the donations over on DLive. Same thing with you. I'm looking at the screen again when I should be talking at the camera. I'm talking to you guys. Another Halfling Bard, thank you for the donations. Thank you for the lemons and the contributions. But that is going to be it for this martial arts stream. I try to make it, says Cat. You did good. I will your perfect attendance record is only slightly tarnished. We can still bring it back towards the end of the semester of martial arts class. But yeah, we are going to call it quits for the night. I hope everyone has a good rest of the night. For Cat, good rest of the morning. And we will see you all next Wednesday. Hope you join us. Again, thank you so much. And let's give cheers for finally beating Ethan Must Die. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. All right. See you later.